It is Sunday, the 26th of April, 2026. So I'm currently 35 years old. And on Thursday, the 30th of April, I turn 36. How do I feel about that? A little bit scared. Because I feel that I'm getting closer to 40. And this is usually in life as you're growing up that you hear all of these issues, problems, complaints, negativity. Yes, I've got my first grey hairs. I feel fine about it. I didn't at first. I felt a bit taken aback that, okay, there is a reminder there. You are aging, obviously. But 36. I remember when I turned 26 and I was just, the year 2016. I jumped out of an aeroplane. I went solo to Thailand for 2 weeks on a detox holiday at Phuket Fit. I really wasn't thinking straight, and I can almost feel this itch happening again that I need to go and experience everything. I need to go and see every country in the world. Not every country, but majority of all the countries. I've got this thing inside me, this impulse, this desire. And obviously it's not practical right now or realistic. Is it possible? I believe a lot of things are possible. But I just need to breathe, take some time, and not feel like I have to experience everything. And lately, all I keep thinking is, this could be the last time I'm brushing my teeth. This could be the last time I go to sleep, the last time I wake up. And I know it's quite morbid to think like that. But then there's a part of me as well that thinks that maybe us as human beings don't think about that as much, and if we did, would we live differently? Because there's that saying, live each day as if it's your last. People are saying it, but are they actually doing that? And are we hiding behind the fact that we don't have the money to do such things because people think so extreme, like I would go and travel, I would go and see this, I would experience that, I would buy myself this. But then if you really think about it, a lot of it is material. And it brings you back to that moment where it's like, we need to be content with what we have. We need to appreciate what we have. Yes, it might not look how we would love it to look or desire it to look or wish or fantasize and all that, but we have air. I'm talking my circumstance because I'm in my circumstance situation. Everyone is indifferent. I have a roof over my head. I have clothes on my body. I have phone to film me right now and document this, and the ability to upload it and share with the world. I can step out in nature. I can go for a walk and go to the beach. I've got so much to be content and grateful for and appreciative. Yet, when you do think, okay, if this was my last day on earth, what would I want to do? It probably is stuff that requires money and money that you might not necessarily have. But what if it's just being present? What if it's just going outside and being grateful for the oxygen, the sun, the moon, the sky, the people that are in this one big story, and grateful for your heart that's not stopped working and whatever other organs in your body are just 24/7. They're probably all of them, but I'm not a scientist. I don't know all the biology ins and outs of a human being. But what if that was just enough? Spending your last day with those that you want to spend your last day with. Saying and doing everything that you'd want to do, but not necessarily do. Because you think, oh, I'll do that next week, I'll do that tomorrow, maybe another time. But I really do want to live in that moment now. But when people aren't on that level as well, you can come across a bit a bit negative as well in other people's eyes, but I don't see it as negative. I actually see it as a beautiful thing. Am I going off on a tangent? I can't really look at the camera too much. I've got this new light. It's like blinding me. It's like really bright. What am I doing for my birthday? Not sure. I think my partner has a plan. But I don't want to just assume that. And this is where contentment comes into it. If we do something, if we don't do something, it's preparing the mind to be comfortable with whatever happens, and the fact that you're just waking up on that day. You've been given another day to celebrate the day you was born. That is a gift in itself. That is a present in itself, being present in that moment. Like, wow, what an achievement. Nearly 36 years in this body, on this planet Earth. It's incredible. But life does seem to go so quickly. And you have all this growth and learning. I'm trying to think of everything I've learned. I've learned so much over the 36 years and changed and adapted, and I don't even know the words. I've come so far. But the biggest thing that just keeps coming to me that I've learned, or you can't wish you knew something back then, because you're a totally different person. Your awareness of what you have now, you've had to go through those things in the past to have this awareness now. So you never would have had that back then. Even if you heard it from someone else, you probably wouldn't have necessarily processed it, because that was their journey and that made sense to them. Where at the time you're on your journey, your chapter of life, and that just wouldn't, a lot of things didn't make sense if older people would say things. That lesson is about just being present in this moment right now, being content, remaining grateful. And that doesn't mean when you're really low or it's just so stressful and life just seems so poop. No one's expecting you to be grateful in those moments. But it's riding that moment, being kind to yourself during that moment, having that moment, and trying your hardest not to stay in that for too long. Trying to see the positive in it, even if it seems so incredibly impossible. But for me, I feel I'm really seeing the positives in everything. Even when I'm having such a low day and I'm just breaking down in tears. I broke down in tears in the shower the other day, just washing my hair, and then all of a sudden my body just caved in, I'm just crying, so upset. I don't know if it's hormones changing within my body. I feel like I know other aspects, but but I allowed myself. I was kind to myself. I allowed myself to cry. Didn't question myself too much. Why am I crying? What's wrong with me? Why am I doing this? How sad. Oh, I feel so bad for myself. Oh, how poor me. No. I allowed it to happen. I communicated it with my partner and a close friend, which I'm truly blessed for, because I'm able to share that. Some people don't have that. So that's another thing to be grateful for. That in that moment, I was kind and gentle to myself and allowed it and didn't judge myself at all. And then I shared it with people I love and trust. And to think that some people don't have that or don't know how to allow that into their lives. Anyway, going off on a tangent. oh God, yeah, 36. So I'm also grateful that I'm not in this mindset that, oh no, I'm 36. I should be married, I should have children, I should have my own home. Because I currently live at my nan's. Yes, I have had my own place. I've lived in my own places as well, not just one place. So I have been independent. I have had my own space. I know how to run a home and all the boring stuff, all the bills and council taxes and but very grateful that we have access to that, because other countries don't necessarily have access to these things, and other countries really don't have access to electric, water, gas, fuel. So very, very fortunate. I keep going off on a tangent. What was I saying? And also, there's so many traditions out. Traditions? Is it traditions or religions? That you have to be married or have to have children or create families. And I'm so grateful. One of the things I'm grateful in my bloodline is there's no pressure of that. There's no pressure of, you're going to get married, you're going to have children, you're going to give me grandkids. When are you going to move out? You need to have you just can be. And I do really acknowledge and appreciate that from my bloodline. And for so many, I know I keep talking about for others, but I really feel for others. I feel like I'm very sensitive. Well, that's another thing I've been learning. I'm very highly sensitive. Well, that's what we think anyway. I'm highly sensitive. I really care deeply about others' circumstances, and what just comes to my head then is suffering. I just wish the world had no suffering. But then, what would the world be without suffering? Does it make us who we are? Does it make us human, relatable? I'm trying to see it in a positive light, which is a struggle. Oh, have some water. Don't get me wrong, when I turned 35, I did think, oh, my body clock. I've never wanted children, it's never been in my mind. I really thought about it too much, but that sort of age, I started thinking, I really want to see a version of me like that I've created with my partner. What would they look like? What would they talk? What would they be like? What would their personality be like? And just invest in all your love and experiencing that love that so many people talk about. So that started playing on my mind, and I'm like, is it just selfish? Do I actually want? And then there's a part of me that's like, loud, yes, I would love to create a family and have my own little family, and yeah, there's just a love and healthy relationships, and yeah. So that's the only thing that plays in my mind. Because I would love to obviously carry my own child if I was to choose to have children. I don't know, I might not be able to have children. Don't know, I've never tried. Yeah, it's just. And I'm not in a position either. I live at my nan's, and yeah, you hear that you can never be prepared enough, no matter how many books you read or how much money you throw at things and have this space and that space. So I know everything does work out if it was to happen. I don't know. Why am I creating this video? Nearly 36 years, 36 chapters of my story. What came in my head then is, you might not even make it to 36. Oh my god, honestly. Is this a normal thing? Is this going past that age that you start thinking of life like that? And I've got this real desire to go and do everything that I've been putting off, like my acting career. Just go do it. Even if you have to get yourself in so much debt. credit cards, loans, whatever, to go and travel to the places where it's meant to be good. Go and do a course, go and be around the people that can help. It's not about what you know, who you know. And then I think, just upload these videos that's on your mind at the moment. I guess I'm having really extreme thoughts. Is that what you would call it? Extreme thoughts? This need to remain grounded. If you are 36 or older, have you got any stories that you'd want to share about how you felt? Anything you would recommend? Because obviously you can recommend, but it might not necessarily suit my lifestyle or who I am as a human being, but I'm open to hearing any tips, tricks, advice, recommendations. I'm dibbly-dabbling on. I'm trying to think what I wanted to say in this video. Do I feel wiser? A little bit. Still got a long ways to go. If I'm lucky enough and blessed enough to be given more chapters of my life. Because it is only an if. I want to say no one actually knows, but there probably is people out there that do know. We've got a lot of magical and special, wonderful people out there that do have insight to certain things and knowings. Should I stop here? I probably haven't even said anything I want to say. This is my last video as a 35-year-old. Am I married? No. Do I own a property? No. Do I have a car? No. Do I have a driver's license? Yes. Do I live at home with family? Yes. Am I doing anything the traditional route? No. Is that okay? Absolutely. Do I feel okay about it? The reason I paused is because I would love to have my own home, but not because that's what society tells me. Just having your own space and creating your own designs and interiors and way of living. But I am in a very, very fortunate position. It's like I'm trying to convince myself, no, I am. So cheers to 35 years on this beautiful earth. Cheers to that. Congratulations. What are you grateful for today? Oh yes, one more thing. I'm 35 years old. Do I work for anyone? Nope. I've been out of work for a while. However, I do have my own business after having so many different jobs. Trying to figure out what I wanted to do because I knew I wanted to be an actress. However, you need to have a side hustle to make money, to get to the auditions, to get to set, to do so many different things within the acting world requires money. Did I ever find a job to do that? No. But I have now got my own hypnotherapy business called Library. OMG. And I feel just as passionate about that because not only am I doing something I love, I'm helping others, guiding others. So that can be my side hustle, and potentially I might get back into the acting world. I've wasted so much time of my 35 chapters worrying about my appearance, my insecurities, my flaws. They just don't feel as heavy anymore. yes, they're still there, and I've got some new insecurities now, things that I've been told before, but not necessarily noticed, and now I notice, and now I'm a little bit obsessing about it, but not unhealthy obsessing, but still not good. But I can feel a slight shift happening in how I used to feel my insecurities to how I feel them now. Because I used to feel like I could feel every insecurity and flaw on my body, and it was powerful. I gave it so much power, where now I can acknowledge them and not be so consumed by them. Still too much consumed by them. Maybe that's my age thing as well. So yeah, my 35 years have been fantastic. I'm going on a tangent again. Why not? Who said there's got to be a time limit on this video? Are you going to be bored to sit and watch me in the same position? But why do I need to worry about other people's opinions and judgments? And this is also for me to watch back, potentially, maybe. Who knows? Oh. I've travelled to a few different countries. I've had relationships. I've had a mum, a dad, a nan, a granddad, and I have as well. Not fully all of these labels, not labels. These, what do you call it? I don't have a granddad anymore, but I've had a granddad. I've got brothers, sisters. I'm an auntie. I'm a sister. I'm the big sister. I'm the oldest sister. Wow, yeah, I've done and seen, witnessed. Oh, not all good. But I've had a colourful life, and it can only get better with more awareness, more growth, more learning, more education, more communicating with other human beings, more saying yes, more just stepping out of my comfort zone, taking that tiny step where before I would want to take all 20 steps and get to the top. You tell me to take one step, I weren't hearing you. Now I'm hearing take that one step because I'm seeing just how much more powerful it is, for me anyway, and how much of a difference it makes and how it allows you to have that moment of pause. Because when you take that first step, you might change your opinion or view now, which actually helps enhance better. So that's, yeah. Same with my business. If I went straight in with how I had it, it would not look how it did now. How it does now. I keep talking in past, present, future in different tenses. Nouns. Are they called nouns and verbs and adjectives? I think I keep messing them up. But that's okay, I'm a human. What was I talking about? Yeah, so what is one chapter in your life so far that you feel has really shaped you as a person? I feel for me there's so many different chapters that shape all different parts of me, so I guess you might be able to answer that question. If I could really think in a positive aspect, my 26th chapter is when I went to Thailand, and it was the scariest thing I've ever done. I cried nearly every day. I didn't sleep. I was just so afraid. But when I come back, I just wanted to get back out there. It did something to me that I don't even know. Powerful. It was a really positive experience. At the time, it didn't feel like it. But it definitely made me see that I can be independent. I can do more. I remember that year as well, went to all the theme parks and went on all the roller coasters. Before I wouldn't even go on one. But I pushed myself, I challenged myself, and I absolutely loved them. Still get a bit panicky because I'm claustrophobic. So when they put the bars down, the breathing now is happening, I get a bit panicky because I'm like, what if you can get trapped in these? And what if you get stuck upside down? Don't think about what if, just go for it. If it happens, it happens. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It's written already, I believe. And the moments that I say yes, and the moments I step out my comfort zone, and the moments I push, and I know push sounds really harsh, but just silence my insecurities and judgments of myself and just go for it. Like, I've got a party coming this year, fancy dress one, Great Gatsby themed, and normally with fancy dress I would dress up funny or Halloween like scary. My body's covered, I don't have to feel, I can cover up my insecurities. Obviously I'm insecure from head to toe, so I can't cover up all this, but I can. Do you get what I mean? But I've said yes, and I found a dress, found a shawl to cover up my upper arms because I'm not currently happy with them. I'm grateful and happy that they do what they've got to do, and they do what they do, and they're functioning, fully functioning. Grateful for that. Am I grateful for how I've taken care of them? And no, and I don't know what the and is, but yeah, no. But I'm going. First, I felt a bit overwhelmed with emotion, but I did it. Well, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to, and I'm going to go. And am I going to have some alcohol before I go? I hope I don't. I hope I just go as me. I'm not auditioning for a part. I'm going as who I am, staying true to who I am, being authentically myself. And if that isn't enough for people, that's okay. You can't be everyone's friend or favourite person or liked by everyone, and it's accepting that, and I have accepted that. I think I have anyway. Oh, I could be wrong. But in a situation, I'm like, oh. I'm actually excited, and me before would not have, I don't know, would have avoided it, would have had excuses, would have come up with negative stuff to justify why it's worth not going. But I'm going. Just gotta get the dress and the shawl, got everything else. I can't believe it. Anyway, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. Don't need to overthink it, don't need to plan it out in my head now, like what if it, no, pause. If my brain wants to start making up stories about the future or predicting, I'm no fortune teller, I'm no psychic. I'm pausing that because this isn't helpful. So I'm going to do a lot more pausing in my 36 years. My 36th chapter, moving forward, I'm going to do more pausing, be more kind to myself, more accepting of myself. I need to do more work on my insecurities and how I view my body, and so I need to seek some specialists for that because, yeah, my words just don't appear to be enough. And I need to start saying yes more, not being held back by my appearance for saying no. I need to go for more walks in nature. I just need to live more. I really need to practice what I preach. And just smile, laugh, relax, be calm. And if I feel panic or anxiety or stress, it's human, it's quite normal. It's okay, but it doesn't feel okay. But it's just allowing it to be, allowing it to show up, but not allowing it to control and take over too much. There might be times where that's harder than others. There's time that's harder. I need to make sure I've got some healthy habits that actually benefit me and not destroy or sabotage myself. So I'm in a really good place. I feel good and positive about the next chapters and what's to come. I feel very excited. I will stop now. Thank you for your time and energy and watching. I really, really appreciate it, especially if you've got this far. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. I was about to be a singer, I know it. No, I'm joking. I would love to have been a singer. No, enough. It's too much. It's too much. Maybe just like a jazz singer in the bar.